Hello everyone, and you're so much welcome to today's tutorial, and I still remain your shoemaking made easy tutor Ojuroli Mojibola. Yes, I'm going to be showing you today how I transformed that old heel into this braided heel, even with a touch of rhinestone attached to it. If you're watching my channel for the first time, all I do on this channel is make shoemaking easy and then fun for anyone who are willing to actually learn. So get your book, get your pen, because this isn't a movie, it's a tutorial. Get a pen and begin to write. So let's go right into it. Just before we go right into it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, please share. It may also learn from this setback, and I'm gonna be right back. I heard that you are one of those people who keep wasting money and keep wasting time in the name of creating eel. I'm sure you have not tried our shankless eel. If you have tried it, you will never use that shank eel again. Now let me tell you about the cost. If you are going to create a shank eel, you need a shank, which is about 400 naira. You also need an insole cardboard. Of course, you need at least 2 pairs, and that 2 pairs is going to cost you about 400 naira. How much is that? 800 naira. Your gum, you can't use less than 500 naira gum. How much is that? About 1300 naira. Our shankless heel is just 1000 naira. In short, the time you are using to put together all your cardboard or your shank, you are finished wrapping that insole. You are just fixing the upper. You are still waiting. Stop waiting. Come and order yours. And all right, all I use here is actually 2 centimeter wide, leather strap. I'm just folding it. I'm going to close one side and also fold to the other side to form my strap. Ensure that whatever length you need, add about 30% to 20% so that you have enough after braiding. So I mean 30% of whatever length you measured. So 30% of like 20 centimeter length is 6, so it will be 26. So of course I had a rhinestone sticker, so I decided to actually add it just to give that silver rhinestone touch on top of my braided design. So if you don't have a rhinestone sticker, you can just braid that same way or use another strap with another color, I mean another leather. Let's go right into braiding now. All right, so now we have 4 straps. Of course, we are creating a basket with four straps. So what we are going to do now is I actually, it's supposed to be on themselves. All of them are supposed to be on themselves together, the 8 straps, but I just decided to do it this way so that you can easily see what I'm doing. So now this is number 4 and this is number 5. Number 5 is the one under because I'm meant to place it on top of it if I want to arrange it that way. That's why this is my number 5. So what am I going to do? I'm going to place it on top of it this way. I'm placing it on top of it this way. Now the one under it, the one I mean on top of that number 4, which is number 5, I'm going to place it under. You can see me holding them right here. Then the next one, instead of going under, if it goes under, it will be at the same spot. It will be on top of it. So that will be that, and this one will be under. So I have succeeded in bringing all of them to this side. You can see this one here. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to go ahead and pick this. This time around, I will pick this one. I'll put it on top. Now, if you put it under, you find out that the 2 of them are under. On top of this, under, on top, you understand? Then under. It makes this one 2, like this. Please just follow me. I am not doing anything to this. I'm picking the next one again. Make sure that you arrange this one properly. I'm picking this one. It cannot be on top, or else 2 of them will be on top. It's going to be under the strap, on top, under, and then on top of this one. Then this one becomes 3 on this side. Please just follow gently. I left that. I'm not touching them. This one is going to be on top, not under. If it's under, it will be at the same spot. So this one is on top, under this one, on top of this, and under this one. And then we are going to be having them to be equally 4 on both sides. So with this, you can pull and then arrange the way you want. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pick this now. It will go under. Now when I'm moving this now, I'm going to just pass it under on top of just what I have on this side alone. So I have this. It's going to go under, right on top of this, and then under. so that this one becomes 3 on this side. Then I'm going to come to this other side and pick this on top, under, just the ones on the same side, just the ones on the same side, just the ones on the same side. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. This one will under, on top, and then under this one. So that's how you are going to continue the process until you are through with the process. So when I'm through with this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue to try to hold them all down. So like this side now, I can use my glue just to hold this down there so that it doesn't begin to lose. It will be here. Those ones are here together already. This is supposed to go under. You see that? So the same thing on this side too. So I'm going to try to hold this down here, then this one too down, just to keep them together at that spot. Then see if this can stay here. So if possible, this one too can be held down this way. So we have this place, looking this way. You can still do this here too. Just a bit here, and then it goes under it. So with this, I'm going to be removing this part. I'm going to remove this part. So I'm going to bring this and begin to arrange it properly like I did to the other one. So this will go under, on top, and right there. Just arrange them the way they are supposed to be. So I'm just going to pick from this one, start from here. Held this one down there. Held this one too down. Do the same here. For this part, So this one too can go, and this one comes up this way. So this is just to keep them from, you know, loosening and then keep loosening and loosening. So with this, I have everything put together, and then I can place it right now. Like I said earlier, it was actually a revamp, so I had to use the leather attached to the heel to actually create, you know, the new pattern, of course, that I'm going to be using to wrap my new beautifully revamped and braided low heel. So of course, after drawing this, all I did was just to go ahead and draw the second one, knowing fully well that heel has the same, you know, shape. Your heel is the same. There's nothing like left and right leg when it comes to heel. So I applied my contact cement adhesive, allow it to dry, then you can go ahead and place it right on top of your heel. Now make sure you clean that heel, because it might be having, you know, some what did they call it, all around it when you remove this hood leather. So make sure that you clean it, apply the gum, and then you understand, fold it all around it gently. So make sure the leather around it is not much. It's easier like that to, you know, fix. You can see me notching all the angles. That makes it, you know, sleep very well and lay flat, you understand. So, and then hula, we have it together. So I want to revamp this particular hood insole, and this was what it was at the back. Now I cannot use this one because the style that was there initially is not the same style that I'm going to be using for this particular revamp work. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing that back insole cardboard or fiber with this particular insole cardboard, which is also called, you know, fiber here in Nigeria. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut through this, then place it right on top of it for the two legs. Make sure that you shape it alongside it. So I'm just going to trim it out before I now cut open the part that I need. So I'm going to be using, of course, my wooden shoe last to actually last it. Now I'm going to suggest that if you don't know where to position it, place your foot on top of it to position it. I've taught on how to position this kind of design a lot on my channel. Just go to my playlist on shoe making techniques and see amazing ways in which you can do your lasting process. So at the end of the day, of course, we had an amazing and sweet braided low heel revamp. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe. I am going to see you next time teaching you this particular design.